So, the Lord just wanted me to come on today and quickly just give understanding with regards to pronunciations of the books of the Bible. There are a lot of new Christians and people seeking the Lord out here that have never been to a church or don't know anyone that goes to church, or they don't have a set pastor. And so the Lord asked me to go through the books of the Bible and the pronunciations. If you are seeking the Lord, if you are hearing from the Lord, He should bring correction in how to pronounce the books of the Bible. But He asked that, or unctioned me to go over it. So, beginning in the Old Testament, and for those of you who are Bible scholars, let me go ahead and give this disclaimer. I understand I'm talking about the books of the canon Bible, the Bible that was given to us. I'm not going to go into depth right now, but those that are studied and learned, they know there are other books to the Bible that were removed because the church wanted to make sure we had what we needed to understand the Lord and be saved. And so this is the Bible that most people carry today, New Testament, Old Testament, but there are many books that were removed. So that's why they call this the canonized Bible, the one that we carry, because the Bible, the full Bible with all the Apocrypha and all the other books of the Bible is very, very, very thick. What is the other one? The 1611 Bible. So people who are Christians and believers who are very studied, they know the other level of Bibles. But starting out, we're talking about, and it doesn't matter if it's King James, New King James, NIV, NLT. We're just going to talk about the pronunciations of the canonized Bible. So beginning with Genesis, the first book of the Bible, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Father, forgive me, help me with that. Deuteronomy. Here's the thing: as you get older in life and you lose some teeth, your pronunciation gets messed up. I know how to pronounce the books of the Bible. I'm just dealing with dentures and things. Deuteronomy. There we go. Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles. Chronicles is CHRONICLES. Next is the book of Ezra. Then the book of Nehemiah, the book of Esther, the book of Job. It is Job, not Job. Job is Job. The book of Psalms. So there's sometimes people have trouble with understanding. It is the book of Psalms. But as you read through Psalms, Psalms 2, Psalms 4, Psalms 91, we know Psalms 23. So Psalm, as you're reading and we say Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. That is because it is one Psalm, just like you're reading one verse. But the whole book is Psalms with an S on the end. But as you're doing and reading Psalms 91, that is no S on the end of that because it is an individual psalm. The next book is Proverbs. The next book, which I hear mispronounced quite often, is Ecclesiastics. The Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastics. There's a time for everything, a season. Everything has its time. That is Ecclesiastics 3. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, and so on, the word of the Lord. Then there is the Song of Solomon, the next book of the Bible. Then there is Isaiah. And then the next book of the Bible is Jeremiah. And a lot of people know that because a lot of people name their children Jeremiah. The next book is one I hear mispronounced often. Lamentations, or some people say Lamentations, because this book is all about with regards to lamenting, or, weeping, lament, or lamentations. A lot of us that grew up in the church say lamentations. The lamentations of my mouth be acceptable unto the Lord. So that is Lamentations. Then Ezekiel is the next book. Daniel would be the next book. Hosea, Hosea, is the next book in the Bible. Hosea in the Highest reminds me of a song, Hosea in the Highest. I can't think of the melody, but I grew up with that song. Hosea, it'll come to me. I'm older, so the next book of the Bible is Joel. I've heard some people say Joel, but it is Joel. And Joel 2, when you have a chance to read that, it is about the day of the Lord. Blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord is coming, for it is at hand. Okay, continuing on. So that is Joel. The next book is Amos, Amos. The next book of the Bible is Obadiah. It's Obadiah, Obadiah. The next book is Jonah. Of course, if you grew up knowing Jonah and the well, the story of the well that swallowed Jonah. The next book is Micah, Micah, Micah. The next book of the Bible is Nahum, Nahum. The next book of the Bible, I hear this mispronounced. Habakkuk, 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 Habakkuk. The next book of the Bible, Zephaniah, Zephaniah, Zephaniah. And then the next book is Zechariah. So the other book is PH. This is Zechariah. Okay. The next book is Malachi. Malachi. And then that would be the ending of the Old Testament. The New Testament, beginning with the Gospel, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and Acts. But the gospel is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those are the four gospels that give an account of Jesus' time on this earth, his ministry with great instructions. Then you have Acts. Romans is the next book in the New Testament. Now, here's another book that kind of gets mispronounced. 1 Corinthians. Okay, Corinthians, the church of the Corinthians, right? Then there's 2 Corinthians. Then also Galatians, which is the next book, Galatians, Galatians, Galatians. And one of my favorite books, the next book is Ephesians. Ephesians. I used to love saying that when I was a little girl. I love Ephesians. So the next book is Philippians. It's the PH. Philippians. So like Philip, Philippians. Okay. Now, I hear this book, the next book of the Bible, mispronounced. It's Colossians. 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 Then there is First Thessalonians. First and Second Thessalonians. Then First and Second Timothy. First Timothy, Second Timothy. Then there is Titus and Philemon. Philemon is Philemon. Philemon. Another favorite of my books, Hebrews. Hebrews. It's an epistle in the New Testament. The next book of the Bible is James. James. Then First Peter and Second Peter. Then we come to First John, which should be simple. Second John, Third John, and Jude. So when you see St. Jude, Jude, and then Revelations. Blessed are those who read Revelations and know what is coming, what the Lord has prophesied, well, has been in the book of the Bible and people are now prophesying on. So those are the canonized books of the Bible and the pronunciation. While some may think this is unnecessary, there are so many people out here in different walks of life, different cultures, and yes, pronunciation does matter, and maybe they can't hear from the Lord, but they're seeking him and they just wanted to know how to properly pronounce. So this is what God placed on my heart to record and bring forth. I pray that this was helpful, that it blesses someone. Let those that have an ear to hear. And I'm always uplifting and praying for those that are not only the believers, but unbelievers. I'm praying for those that are sick and shut in, the ill. I'm praying for that those that are, their mind may be seared, that they are given revelation, because God is a living God. He is the only living God of this world. So if you are in need of prayer, you are more than welcome to send me an email at support@lifebeyondsundays.com, and I will put you on my prayer list. But until the next time, please be blessed and seek the Lord in all things, in all things.